with 47. Did you forget we know you're not? I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys. But they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. Fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends. And
I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Newton. That's caught right side by Anderson. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Cam Newton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll find the Heisman trophy. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Boston Scott, his 1st carry, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Scott. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 42. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Scott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Gone for it, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Once again with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Newton. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Block Edwards now to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down now. It's Scott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rager catches it left side. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
McCaffrey.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Newton takes it himself. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Cam looking to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Going for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered.
Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Scott. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Pass complete, Goddard.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball. Holding them when they needed to and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.